In this channel, we travel the world in search of some of the rarest and most incredible reptiles and amphibians. Now we head to one of the world's most biodiverse islands in search of 6 incredible pit viper species. To find them, we'll have to travel through the thick lowland rainforests all the way up to the submontane forests of the highest peak in the Malay archipelago, Mt Kinabalu. On the highest slopes of this mountain lives the holy grail of Southeast Asian pit vipers, the dream species of mine, the incredibly impressive Malcom's pit viper. Situated at the geographic centre of maritime Southeast Asia, is the 3rd largest island in the world, shared by Indonesia, Malaysia and Brunei, and almost perfectly divided by the equator, is the island of Borneo. Borneo is situated on a shallow extension of the continental shelf known as the Sunda Shelf. Upon periods of lower sea levels, most of this shelf was exposed, connecting Borneo, Sumatra, Java and the Malay Peninsula. This landmass is referred to as Sundaland. Fauna and flora could move freely across this land bridge, and roughly 10,000 years ago, as the sea levels rose, the lowlands flooded, isolating Borneo as the island it is today. Because of this long geographic isolation, as well as a few other biogeographic factors, there are many species on Borneo that can be found nowhere else on Earth. In this episode, we travel to the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Mt Kinabalu. But can we find the elusive Malcom's pit viper?
One life away we can't explore, but I don't wanna get in the way no more, cause it's the type of feeling you can't ignore. I'm ready to break down the door, settle the score, I can't let you go. I miss a smile on your face, know that I love the taste. You told me once that I was crazy, I said baby girl I know, but I can't let you go, so don't you get me started now. I want a yes, I don't want maybes, cause they leave me where you found me, so don't.
Now, there's no direct flight straight from the UK to Borneo, so for us we had 2 stopovers. First of all, a very quick one in Bahrain, and then second of all in Singapore. Now, on this trip I was joined by my wonderful girlfriend Katie, and as wonderful she is, she's not a herper. So for her I said, there's some fantastic tourism in Singapore, some amazing sightseeing. But what she didn't know was that there's some cracking herping straight outside the city. So my plan was to stay a few extra days here, do a bit of touristy stuff, but get some cracking herping sessions in between. So let's see what we found. Right, so
it's mental.
Right, we've arrived in Singapore. We've had a swim. I'm sweating my arse off. I've had a swim. It's too cold to swim.
It's freezing.
Too cold. It's like 30 degrees. I'm sweating.
It's nice now.
But we're heading to a nice sort of jungle walkway. Hopefully going to see some monitors. Monkeys, sorry. Some monkeys that have been promised.
I've seen pictures
And a
of
king
monkeys
cobra.
over there.
A king cobra would be
You're
good
not
as
gonna
well.
see a king
And then we're going to
cobra,
head and do a
let's
bit of herping tonight. And then just enjoy the city life.
So, luckily for me, it turns out these Longtail Macaks are absolutely everywhere in Singapore. If you go to any of the parks, you'll stumble across them. So it was really quick to tick this off Katie's list, and it meant we could push on to the herping spots.
So we're literally just out of the city, aren't we? And we're in this.
And
It's
we've already
ridiculous.
seen some monkeys,
Yeah, we've already seen some monkeys.
some birds.
Incredible. And we're about to see a Waggler's pit viper, aren't we?
No, we're about to go to a treetop bridge. I think that's what's going to happen here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Now, it can actually be quite difficult to find herps in Singapore, apart from these invasive red-eared sliders, and that's often the case in jungles when you're herping in the day. Now, if I wasn't with Katie, I'd usually be going through the leaf litter trying to find some sort of litter skink, but that's incredibly boring even by my standards. So what I'm doing here is just walking along these nice boardwalks. It's easy walking and just scanning the trees, looking for day active snakes such as Chrysopelea, Gonyosoma or Atula.
We were just on this boardwalk heading down, and Katie spotted this flying lemur.
I spotted it.
And then we were watching him. You're not going to be able to see it on that, but yeah, her, yeah, and a little baby started popping out from underneath. So it's pretty cool.
It's
But
the cutest thing. That was a good find. That is so blended in with the tree.
I am hungry.
I did think it was a... What?
Just thinking now, I am hungry. Yeah.
Looking at them. Looking
Not
at them.
that. Well, yeah, but no, I'm
That's
just
weird.
hungry.
Now, as we headed back to grab some quick nasi lemak before night herping, all of a sudden these macaques became a lot less cute to Katie.
Bloody hell, you're scared of that little
Oh my god. No, he ran at me, Ben. Ah!
Bugger off, you bugger.
Ben. Oh my god. Okay, let's go.
Now, as the jungle began to wake up, the excitement grew for the first night herping session of this trip.
An incredible first lizard of the trip. A house gecko.
Aww. I think it's cute. Letting it go. Bye.
Oh.
Ben, not again.
This herping session, as you can see, was put to an end pretty bloody quickly. So instead, we went in search of a bear.
All the cameras all blurred up. They didn't even have any drinks. Couldn't pay.
To make up for last night's session, we decided to get up early and go to a local nature park for a quick herping session in the morning.
Maybe they feed the birds there. So
Come
we're
on.
here
Oh.
looking for Waggler's pit viper. Obviously our target is to get to Borneo and see all 6 viper species.
Is
We're
it?
going to try and tick off. Look at that cracking in situ spot on that tree. That is Eutropis multifacetted.
That is a great find.
That was not planned. It looks like we've planned that.
And you scared it
That
off.
is, it used to be Mabuya, it's now Eutropis. They're much bigger than the ones.
That's quite big. It's gone. Sorry, I stopped the video after that lizard. Carry on.
So, we want
That
to
was
tick
great,
off the
wasn't it?
2 vipers of Singapore. So, Lepus Waggleri and then Trimerosaurus purpuromaculatus. But we'll try and do that at the end of the trip. We're not going to get the mangrove pit viper here. But we're going to go to that treetop walk that we couldn't go to yesterday. Hopefully we can spot a female Wagglers on the way.
Why couldn't we go to it yesterday? What happened?
Well, somebody here was like, oh, let's go to it. And I was like, oh, it's going to be short. Oh, obviously it's going
You
to be
did
short.
not say that.
And then
You
we got
liar.
there and lo and behold, it was shut.
It was shut, but Ben did not say, I bet it's shut. Also, we both walked past a sign that said it was shut, like a mile down the
And then
road.
we went on a night walk, which I didn't get much footage of because there's quite a few people there that I didn't know, and I felt like a right tosser filming it. So we didn't see much, did we? A lot of mouse deer. So one dendrolaphis picked us. That's it. Right, so.
Right, so.
Oh yeah. As we head in here, we've got a male Lemur Waggler, so Waggler's pit viper. So that's a small, obviously a very small male. The males don't get very big anyway, but the females are much larger. It's the females we really want to see, but that's one of the viper species we were hoping to see. So if we can tick this off, maybe we can tick all the others. It's a good start.
If there's anything you need to know about Ben, it is that he is the biggest faffer I've ever met in my life. So he's up there checking if everything's waterproof for the third time. We've probably walked about 200 metres, and again we're at a standstill. And he'll be fuming that I'm calling him a faffer, but he is. It's waterproof. He's checked it 3 times. Don't know what's going on here. Imagine if something leaks now, that'd be quite funny. Actually, it won't be funny. It'd be kind of funny.
Morning, has it? That's put a bit of a downer on it. My lens getting ruined.
So here we've got Varanus nebulosus, which is the clouded monitor. One of our other targets. We just need to get Salvator now. There's the worst audio in the background. There's a car coming past. There's some sort of attack helicopter in the background.
Attack helicopter.
There's a river. But anyway, clouded monitor. Pretty common species over here, so we thought we'd get them, but it's another Varanid to tick off. I was talking about the audio. Now this fella's just stopped his car right next to us, so it's a constant engine. It's going off.
You've got your mic on though, haven't
At least he's interested in the old wildlife.
you? Andy's off.
This road in the morning was actually being quite productive. So we thought if we stayed, carried on, maybe we'd get a snake crossing. But the weather had other ideas. Now, at this point, it's quite obvious that Katie hadn't come dressed for the 4-hour herping session we'd just done. That might be because I promised it'd only be a quick hour before we go into the city. So I thought we'd make up for it and go and see some of the touristy sites tonight. Bit weird, innit?
No, we should have one.
Big floating baby.
I think it's pretty cool actually.
What is that calling from? What? Don't look open. Oh, there's a fella in there. That is a woman. Let's go. Let's check out that frog.
I don't know how we get in.
It's through those doors, probably.
No, surely. Where did the boats go then?
Go the whole way around.
Oh, there's a dog fountain. That's quite cool.
After a night of tourism, we headed off to the most insane airport in the world to catch an early flight to Borneo. And I think I've got a little bit excited about the use of stock footage in this next bit. Right, so the trip has officially started now. Obviously Singapore was just a layover, but we managed to tick up. Look at that, that's nice, isn't it? Whoa.
Oh my god.
They drive on the left-hand side, which I didn't know actually. It's really good.
On the right of the car.
And yeah, and it's
right
great.
side.
It's easy. We're in our trusty Proton, and we've arrived. So we're heading now, Mt Kinabalu, to Mt Kinabalu, to near Kundasang. There's the Rozzers.
Rozzers?
And all the army men. And
Wow. What's a Rozzer?
that's the police. That's the Rozzers.
Rozzer?
Yeah. So we're going to Mt Kinabalu, and we're going to find Malcolm's pit viper.
Yeah.
Well, for a second. So the drive to Mt Kinabalu had begun, and almost immediately we got distracted. Oh, forget it.
Yeah, no, there's a
Hypermarket.
Let's go.
Two more. That must be their sort of
that their fake
Fanta.
Fanta? Wait,
Well, I think it's their real
yeah.
Fanta. Oh my god, that was a big pothole. Oh.
Jesus.
Right.
Detour. Snack detour.
Oh, fishing shop.
No, where?
Here.
No. Oh, give me hours.
Dead on the road.
Alright, I just need some buffalo.
After a brief 1 hour stop at the fishing shop, we were back on the road to Mt Kinabalu. As you can see, we've got some rain clouds coming in, haven't we? Which you're probably not excited for, but I am, because...
We missed the sun. It was so sunny when we got here.
Good.
And now we've missed
Because
it.
Malcolm's pit viper, which is our #1 target, he loves the rain. Comes out after a heavy rain, he likes the humidity. You know, if it's dry, it's sunny for a while, or for a few days stretch, you'll find it a lot harder to find them. So it's good news if it's pissing it down, another chicken, if it's pissing it down, and then it stops just as we go on our night walk. Wow! Just as we go on our night walk, then that's when. Well, it's a good activity for a lot of snakes, but particularly that snake.
Where I would like, ideally, it to be quite sunny now, and to just sit outside a little bit in the sun, just relax before we go on a walk, and then we see what we see.
We see what we see. That is. No.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I've almost crashed into that car. I got distracted. I think it was a hornbill. It was a hornbill. Yeah, by the end of the trip, we're going to see a difference in you, I think.
No, I'm excited.
You're going to be like, the rain's coming, it's getting dark.
That's never going to happen.
You are.
No. I love the sun.
Just as we predicted, the rain is coming. It's not that heavy, to be fair.
What? It's throwing it down?
Nah, not really. This stays for a good few hours.
No,
Soaks the
don't
place.
say that.
What?
Don't speak.
Oh yeah, sorry. If it gets a bit heavier for another few hours, thunderstorms and everything coming in, really floods the place, and then it starts to dry up, maybe with intermittent showering. Perfect. I think perfect anyway. Obviously I've never been here for the Malcolm's pit viper, so let's go it off. Jungle track there. As the rain eased off again, we made the final push of the journey, and Mt Kinabalu came into sight. Right, we've actually made it. We're at Mt Kinabalu. So we're going to head out tonight, actually, hoping for Malcom. And this is a place I've dreamed of coming since I was a young child, so it's not really sunk in that I'm actually here. I know I'm wearing the same clothes, and you've probably noticed. You probably haven't noticed, actually. I've probably just pointed it out, and everyone's going to call me a scruff in the comments. All my 10 viewers. But I'm going to get changed now into my herping attire, go for some food, or maybe the other way around, and then we're going to go and meet our guide and get herping, and I cannot wait. It's obviously stopped raining, like we talked about in the car. Could have done with raining for a bit longer maybe, but it's super humid. It's actually quite cool. It's cooler than I thought it would be, but fingers crossed. Right, let's check out some of the snacks. So we've got nips, some nice nips.
Roast chicken dance.
Roast chicken dance, kaboom, barbecue curry, toasties, whatever they are.
A chocolate pie, you chose
Oh yeah,
this.
yeah.
And
Pie coconut.
they look amazing.
They do.
Let's try the pies. No, Ben! No, Ben! Yeah, it tasted nice. Look at your face. I feel like it's a bit like dry crave cereal.
Yeah, I know, me too. What the?
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Weirdly. Oh, for God's sake. Worse.
Yeah, do you know what's annoying? There was M&M's in the shop.
Yeah.
They're okay.
More peanutty, actually. No, actually, I'm sorry, Nips. I underestimated you at first.
M&M's are better. See the shape of them?
Nice. Well, they are called twisty. Why are you opening everything?
I'm hungry.
Going for food now.
They taste like noodles. You like them that?
Yeah, alright.
We're trying everything, aren't we?
Then everything's open.
That's fine.
No, I don't try everything now. We can do intermittent,
We can seal it.
intermittent videos.
We can.
With what? We can seal them. If you've got a vacuum packer back there, that's why your cage is over 20 kilograms. You've got a bloody
Well,
vacuum
let's just eat
seal.
this last thing. I've done it now. No, you didn't want to try it yet. Look at your face. They're the barbecue curry ones.
So, We're at Kinabalu National Park looking for Malcom. I think Katie's cold. She's wearing a jumper.
It's cold.
But yeah, we just met our guide who brought us up here. Obviously we have all the correct permits to be here. But we're hoping to tick off a few species at least tonight. It's a little bit cold, to be honest. And even the guide said it's a bit cold tonight also, but hopefully we pick something out. So pretty much straight away, there's a lot of amphibs active, but we've got our first herp. So this is Limnonectes conspiculatus, I believe. That's a species that was redescribed in 2017 from the originally described Rana conspiculatus. So one of the Limnonectes frogs, which has many, the fanged frogs, named because of their large teeth. You can see the rains really bringing out the amphibs tonight. So just for a really quick summary on how we're herping here and what the methodology is that we're using. We're basically walking this road up and down, checking the firm banks for vipers either on the move or sat in ambush. You often see a lot of snakes crossing the road too, as you do in most places. And you can drive up and down with a guide and scan the bushes with your torches and also check for snakes crossing the road in front of you. Now you need permission to be here. You have to arrange that beforehand. You have to have a guide with you, and obviously we've got all those permissions. You can hike the trails in the jungle, but upon recommendation from some friends and some people that I know that have herped here, it's better to just stick to the road and use that methodology. Now again, as I say there, this isn't something that I figured out myself. I'm using other people's intel here. Mt Kinabalu's been herped a lot, so I'm using the methodology that people have found out to sort of cheat a little bit and hope that in the 3 days that I've got here, I can hopefully turn up the species I want to find. All right. I can hear it. It wasn't long until we spotted our first snake, and one of our target vipers as well, Trimerosaurus sabahai, sat in ambush at the top of a fern bank. The reason the video is so bad is because this individual was about 20 foot up a fern bank, and she sat in ambush, so we don't really want to get a big long stick and get her down like you would do with a lot of arboreal snakes. So we just left her be, and hopefully if we don't find any others, maybe we can try and get a closer look at her later on in the week. So Katie's just looking at this Leptobrachium. Is that even in the video? Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, go a bit closer. Yeah.
But I was going to take my camera out and get some photos, but he's so obviously disturbed that I'm just going to leave him. He's never going to make a good photo.
He's cute.
So we have here Pilobotrachus baloensis. This is a male, so a small male. You can see him the size compared to my hand. I'll try and get a better close picture, but I'll put some pictures in there. That's one or two horned frogs that we could find up here. So hopefully we get the other species soon. We can compare the two, and maybe a female, which are much larger. So Katie's just got a echo meter out, trying to pick up some bats. We got something. I'm gonna clue what anything is because it doesn't pick up Southeast Asia. So
It's annoying, isn't it?
we can figure it out when we get home, maybe.
Definitely getting something.
Yeah, you can hear it. There's a lot of a bit of thunder there. There's a lot of bats flying around. So this is another submontane specialist, this time our first toad. This is Ansonia henitzii. It's in sort of the typical Ansonia henitzii habitat from what I know of, which is like these small rocky mountainous streams, but pretty cool. There's quite a few of them here. So here we go, the second target frog species here. We've done it on the first night. So this is Pelabatrachus kobayashi. It's one of the other submontane endemic Pelabatrachus here in Borneo. So it's starting to rain a little bit. Might increase our chance. Oh, the rain jacket's on.
It's
on.
cold, isn't it?
Bit thundery. I don't think it's cold.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No.
I've got 3 layers on now.
But basically, if it starts to piss it down, we'll do a bit of road cruising because they get Garthius here as well. So hopefully we can get that one out of the bag because again, that's one of the vipers on our target list.
Target list.
Yeah.
So many amphibians.
Yeah, a lot of amphibs. Obviously, the rain's bringing them out.
Great.
I mean, in fact, both my target amphibians we've seen, both Pelabatrachus.
So
No.
we have.
We've got to introduce the day. They're gonna. You can't just skip from
yeah.
tomorrow. To...
Oh, I'm a bit embarrassed. So. It's day.
Put your mic on. Come on. This is not a piss about. This is serious work.
I'm embarrassed though. So it's day. I don't know. Did you class yesterday as day 1 or is this? This is day 2 of Borneo.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
day 2 of Borneo.
Day
Yesterday
1
was
of
day...
Mount.
Of course, I classed yesterday's day 1. it
No,
was the
of
first
Mount
day.
Kinabalu.
Mount
God.
Kinabalu. Mount
I
Kinabalu.
really messed this up.
Okay, go again. Go on.
Yeah, I'll just start singing.
Katie was,
if you want.
Katie was supposed to do the intro, but she flapped it.
We're on
So-
day 2 of Borneo.
There we go. What did we do last night? We went on a bit of a night walk with a cracking guide up in
Found so many
Kinabalu Park.
amphibians.
Yeah, it was really good for amphibs, but the snakes were very thin on the ground. We saw one Sabahai, which we just left because it was really high up, and we were like, we'll come back, we'll find another one later.
Because you
And
didn't.
we didn't.
You
And then it
thought we'd
turns out
find
there's
more.
not been many found there at all, so hopefully we can go back and find the same one. But no Malcom. That was the only snake. But yeah, a lot of good
A lot of good amphibs.
amphibs
That's
hits. And we're back tonight again, but hopefully a bit more time. Obviously we were knackered, weren't we? Anyway,
So tired.
I digress.
Anyway, so now we're going to try some Fanta flavoured Mentos that Ben chose. Smell very orangey. Wait, you
I
meant to wait!
won't do it, just get yours in quickly.
It's just an orange flavoured Mento.
It is, isn't it? No, it's Fanta. It's Fanta, it comes through. I'm eating Fanta. Why is that Fanta? But then their
Their
Fanta
Fanta's
isn't
not
called
Fanta.
Fanta. Anyway, we're going to go and hike some trails.
It's just orange.
Mount Kinabalu and then
It's just orange.
Malcom tonight. Let's go.
It's good, that, isn't it?
So we're just starting at like a trailhead at Kinabalu Park. Obviously we're not expecting to see too much in the daytime. There's a couple of species that I think occasionally show up, and you never know, do you? There's some cracking birds here. It's been raining since this morning, since last night. It's not stopped. So hopefully tonight we can actually get some more snakes, and my camera's going to end up getting covered in water. So not too far from the trailhead, we've come across our first herp. So if you look just there on that post, we've got a Peltragonia. So there's 2 species of Peltragonia that you can find on Mt Kinabalu. That's Peltragonia borneensis and Peltragonia cephalum. Now Peltragonia borneensis doesn't have those enlarged tubercular scales that run down those 2 dorsolateral crests that go down the tail. So this must be Peltragonia cephalum. Now, daytime herping in Mt Kinabalu is actually really difficult. You can either look for Natracine snakes, or you can do what we're doing here and look for the diurnal agamid lizards, with the main target being Hypsicolotes kinabaluensis. But they are very tricky to find.
So it's proving pretty tough to film, to be honest, so I think a lot of the footage is going to be really blurry, all fogged up and covered in watermarks like it literally is now. I can see it, but it's immersive. You can feel like you're in the rainforest. Obviously there's nothing I can do about it. But in terms of gear, what we're doing to keep everything dry, because that's the main sort of issue that you have in the rainforest. I have just a hiking backpack, as I spoke about previously in other videos. I hate camera backpacks, but hiking backpack for the comfort, the carry system. Then inside I have a massive dry bag that basically fills the volume of the backpack, and then I've got a camera insert with all my camera gear and everything. I can just roll the dry bag up, then put the waterproof cover over the backpack, and I'll explain it a little bit more later on when we do like a sort of equipment review. But the waterproof cover, you know, it works slightly, but your bag's still going to get soaked. It drips down the bag, ends up soaking through. So don't rely on that completely. Make sure you get a dry bag as well. Quite deep here. You're better off coming that way, I think.
Smells it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Are your feet not soaked?
Yeah, but that's the point. They're not going to stay soaked because I've got my drainage holes.
As the sun began to set again over Mt Kinabalu, we got ready to head out on another night of searching for Malcolm's pit viper. This was a warmer, humid night, and even the snake food was active.
So we've got another Sabahai. Well, I think it's the same Sabahai, to be honest, but at least we can get a bit of a video of it. So we just pulled her down from these bushes. We're going to place her on this log. I'll put my head torch on just so you can see, but the light's not very diffused, but hopefully that works. So there she is. This is a big female. Get a little bit bigger. We'll see if we can just pose her nicely on this branch. Hopefully she should just curl up there if we stop her from climbing. There we go. Come on, sit there.
There are 5 subspecies of Sabahai, with this one being Sabahai, with the type locality hailing from Mt Kinabalu. Now, it was originally thought that these vipers were only found on Mt Kinabalu, but it's found that they're throughout Sabah and Sarawak at elevations of 1,000 to 1,660 metres above sea level. Not wanting to disturb her any longer, we let her move off into the firm bank where we found her. Next time on the Field Herp Experience, we continue our search for Malcolm's pit viper with only a night and a half of herping left on the mountain. We decide to cruise an old road outside of the park and make some great finds. Proton Saga.
What? Ah! Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm a bit too excited not to share this right now. I'm literally going to do it at the moment.
And then we head to the lowland of Kinabalu Park in search of our 3 lowland viper species. Tune in for the next episode if you want to see what we found.